It's kind of inspired me and Rachel, actually, who's the other lady who's done the project with me, to do more and to want to do more projects.
Initially, it felt quite overwhelming as a system, as a process to learn. But actually, when you drill down to the details, it's very simple. And what's really good about it is the amount of support that we've got.
I suppose it's a sort of it's a different way of thinking and working. I suppose it emphasises the importance of having in mind what your goal is, what your aim is. You know what I mean? And actually, how are you going to know that whatever change you are making is actually going to have an impact?
It's very exciting to have a collective like this, where we're all focused on the same thing at the same time.
I've always been interested in how to try and actually embed QI into kind of the day-to-day work of the team. But we've never really had a structured methodology for doing that, and I suppose that's been the most useful thing about going through this process, is actually having a set of structures, a set of tools, stuff you can kind of just fall back on to actually start getting stuff done in a more structured and systematic way.
QI provides a really helpful structure for dealing with any sort of problem that you may have in your area of work. And it may be a problem that you've been wanting to try and sort out, but don't quite know how to go about it. And the QI methodology actually provides you with a relatively simple framework of which to approach that problem, to work through it, to try and find some solutions, and then, most importantly, to measure whether actually your solutions have been effective or not.
I've been really surprised how much fun it's been. I did think it might be a bit boring as somebody who's a bit of a data phobe, lots of information about processes and data, but actually we've had lots of laughs and lots of fun and met people that we wouldn't normally meet during our day-to-day work, which I think has been really valuable.
From my perspective, I think if you want to improve your service and the quality that you're providing to your patients, that actually it's something that you need to look into, take on board and learn more about it and take it forward, which was quite new to me when I came into the Trust. But now I've been able to participate. It's something that I think is beneficial to all of us who are seeing patients or delivering services.
I think what's been really reassuring is that it's okay to fail. You try things out, you can test things out, and if you fail, you just move on to the next thing and have a reconsider.
I think everybody that comes to the NHS wants to do better day on day, but it can be difficult to do that kind of in a coherent, structured way. And so actually getting involved in a project like this is one way to actually see how you can actually learn ways of realising that that motivation to actually just to do things better day in, day out, and get continuously better, which I think is what everybody wants to do at the end of the day.
I think you make QI as relevant as you want. And in my area of work, I work with young people on an adolescent inpatient unit, and we've made it relevant to the views of the young people. So we have certain areas where young people are saying that they're not as happy, and actually we've used QI to try and improve that. So it's been hugely relevant to our service in terms of improving how young people feel about, well, the area particularly is how listened to and understood they are.
I guess the best thing about QI for me has been the actual involvement as a service user and being able to give our perspective on QI. Allowing people to think kind of outside the box is usually a lot of internal language being used, so it's being able to kind of override that and think, well, actually, if a service user was involved in this project, what would they be thinking about? What would be important to them? So yeah, that's been kind of my big take on the whole QI project.
It's a very, very good opportunity to reconnect with your passion for what you do, and it's the best way to make sure that the patients receive the best quality of service that we provide, that we all signed up for in our service as part of our day-to-day work.
It's great. It's awesome. On a scale of 1 to 10, we would give it 10. Get involved. The more people that are involved, the more that we can improve the lives of the patients that we care for. And ultimately, that's what we're here for.